Everybody, good afternoon. August 31st, 2023. I hope if somebody can confirm if my Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook is okay. So just give me a thumbs up so I'll know that everything is broadcasting okay. Because last night we had some power outage and I couldn't reconnect, so I just restarted everything now. So I know the charts are not showing. Live demo of my software. Sure, I will do that at the end of the day. I have a gentleman here sitting, so I'm going to give him the full orientation from start to beginning to kind of explain what it is, how we do, what do we do, all the question and answer sessions. So I'm here until 7:30, and I'll be able to answer all of your questions one by one. So, dear, we teach you how to trade, right? There are different types of formats of trading. You can trade electronically, stocks, options, futures, crypto, forex, anything and everything. So it's not limited. So before trading was considered a little bit more professional. That hey, if you don't know finance, or if you don't know technology, or if you don't know a lot of basics about how market works, you couldn't trade. So that was just kept it in a kind of a like, and it was presented to you in a manner that hey, it seems complicated, but trading is pure math. So in a math of where, regardless of stock, like Apple stock, Amazon stock, or anything, you know how people make money? They invest into a stock. Let's say your friends could say, hey, buy Apple stock or buy Amazon stock, put in 10 grand, 5 grand, 2 grand. And if the stock value goes up, you make money, right? So a company like Apple has public stock with a price that's trading on an exchange. Let's say right now Apple is trading at $180, for example. Today you can go to your bank and say, okay, I want to buy 10 shares of Apple stock. They'll say, okay, $175 or $8 or $180, whatever the market price is, times 10. So $1,800 they will put in your RRSP or TFSA. You can, as a Canadian, you can do that, right? So you are able to then trade, meaning you can hold it long term or hold it short term. Long term means you're holding it for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, whatever. So today you can buy it for $200 in Apple stock, and 6 months later, it could you're able to make $100 or $200 profit, right? So that's how stock market works. You're buying shares or you're buying options. There are a little bit different ways to how, but in order to get into trading, what we do here is called day trading. And day trading works where you're only holding a certain asset or instrument for only 5 minutes. So you go in and you pick up Apple stock, it's trading at 181. Within a day trading, you're actually trading futures market. And futures market requires, why do we do futures? It's a very risky, but very rewarding. So as long as you can know how to handle a futures market, you're able to just put in very little money and make a big return. What I mean by big returns and investment is, if you were to do stocks and option, you need big capital, meaning 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever you have, you can start with that. But futures market, you can start as low as $200, $250. You don't need a lot of money to understand it. So we've been writing software for the last 12 years, and now we have developed a system that anybody can use. If you have no experience trading, if you have never touched the computer, we can bring you on board and very quickly teach you how this market works. And in order to kind of do it, we start very small. So our program starts with a 14-day trial. So let's say anybody comes here, and lucky all of you guys are, because before July 1st, I couldn't sell this program online. Meaning, if you were to if we have a location at Dixie Matheson, where I have a radio ad that goes on every weekend, every day on different South Asian radio networks, that if you want to learn how to trade, you had to pay me like $7,000, you had to pay me $15,000 or $25,000. Those were your options, and that was just a learning fee. That had nothing to do with your investment, that had nothing to do with anything. For me to teach you how to trade, this was a like couple of months of process, and you had to come into the office, attend the classes, and okay, we still do that, and we have very limited customers who sign up because of course they had to be in Toronto. They had to make sure they're able to come on weekends to learn it. They had to make sure they have $7, $15, or $25,000. That's just the level of service and different packages we offer today. What happened was the platform that we use to teach you is called NinjaTrader. There's different, I'm sure you've heard about it, Wealthsimple, Interactive Brokers, CMC Markets, Questrade, and like lots of different types of platforms are out there. Our platform works with NinjaTrader. So that's how we teach you how to trade market. As of July 1st, Ninja launched a new version called 8.1. So when they just like you have an iPhone 15 is coming with new features, right? So when NinjaTrader 8.1 came, we can now license you our software and our course over a period of months. Meaning that instead of you paying us $7,000 to join, you can just pay a very little subscription fee every month. You don't have to come up with any money to join our course. Number two, the best benefit that happened out of that is I have a lot of guys in Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, UK, US, California, doesn't matter. Wherever you're in the world, now you can connect with us through remote learning. So we made this program in last 1 year, so you as a brand new student can be anywhere in the world. You can just send us a message, we'll activate your profile, and you can start learning how to trade. If you have no experience, we expect approximately 3 months to trade full time. If you're starting, the way the program works is we will give you 14-day trial for free. Meaning you're gonna get our software, you're gonna get our courses, you're gonna get all the material. And after 14 days, you're gonna tell us, hey, I went through the PDF, I went through the YouTube videos, I went through everything. Is this for me or not? Because what happens is, let's say if I even at the other location sign you up for $7,000, you don't like the program. There's no really turning back. You're committed to it, right? So you have to, here, 14 days, we can judge you or you can judge us that, hey, this program is gonna work for me or not. So after 14 days, the software and the course starts to accumulate a cost, which is approximately $300 plus HST. So each month you're enrolled with us in our program, it's $10 a day. So that's what we came up with, the program that instead of you paying us $7,000 or $15,000 or $25,000, whatever, you can do remote learning and only pay $10 a day. So that's how the program works. So today what we're gonna do end of this conversation is I'm gonna set you up in a 14-day trial on our program. What the requirements are, you need a Windows desktop or laptop. It does not work on Mac, doesn't work on PC, doesn't work on anything. You need a Windows computer, whether it's a desktop, whether it's a laptop, I don't care. Number two, make sure it has at least 16 GB of RAM because the software itself is pretty heavy. Optional monitor, like you see, what those are for if you want to see charts on an extended screen, right? So that is all you need in order to get started. That's all. So, and then 14 days later from today, you're gonna sit down with us or message us, say, okay, hey Rafa bhai, I am interested. Let's go and start this, right? So within 14 days, if you don't log in at all, we know, because we have a history of you logging in. I have guys who wasted the whole 14 days and they're like, so nothing we can do. So that will show us your commitment to that, how much. Course is pretty simple. It's designed for those people who have never traded in their life. They have never touched a computer and they can even pick up small steps. So basically that's the program. So you can get started anytime, anywhere in the world, just need a computer. The videos to study are approximately 12 hours. So we have to compress over 12 years of knowledge into some sort of format, right? So what we have done is compressed everything in 12 hours of videos. So they're broken into 2 hours at a time. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and so 5 and 6 videos you're gonna watch, and then one PDF document that you're gonna study. And then again, after, and let's say it's a 14-day program, we expect everybody to do the theory part within 2-3 days. So 2 or 3 days, it should be enough for you to, get the theory part done. Then we're gonna give you the software to try. You're gonna try it hands-on, and it's gonna look like it doesn't work on tablet. You need a Windows computer, actual. So I'm answering the questions as they're typing it as well, right? So that's how the program works, and that's as simple as that. And in 14 days, because again, you are not going to become an expert trader after 14 days, right? So we have a full roadmap for you. The way we say it is 14-day try it, then we get you on a demo account. You're still doing demo. There is no money account. There's no live money. Within 14 days, you are spending nothing but your time. So invest in yourself and learn how the system works. That some people pick up after 14 days. Some people require 2 months. Some people require 3 months. But generally, an average person can do that in about a month. Meaning that they have never traded, they understand what an S&P is, what a futures market is. Again, I don't expect everybody to understand what an EFT is, what a futures is, what a difference in contracts is. Those we will add on, because of course the learning curve is there. So for you to try anything, we're going to teach you the basics. For example, let's get your G1 done with the theory, and you're going to do your G2 with practice, just understanding the car, what a brake is, what a mirror is, how to do accelerate and all of that, right? So just the symbol is called ES1 for S&P 500, ES1 current contract. You can type in S&P 500 futures, and even futures of 2024 is there. So just type in S&P 500 and it'll show you. So, and that's it, right? And after 14 days, you're going to do demo and treat that money as your real money. Don't treat it as, hey, it's fake money. I can reset the account and start again. So they're going to deposit so-called $50,000 of paper money in your account. And they want to see, hey, how can you take care of it, right? So 50,000, and then you're going to do demo again one more time to take that 50 grand and make $100, $200 a day. So we expect that 50,000 to be at least like $52,000, $3,000 in your demo account. So that will kind of show that, hey, you're on the right path and you're not draining your account completely. And so once the demo is done, then we'll go into a very little investment live trade. That happens a month from today, where you will open up an application and it'll cost you 1 point different. Yeah, it may actually be. I'll explain the difference. So it all depends on how fast you learn, and then we get you started on your live account, and live account will set you up with a broker approximately $250 as an investment. So that will kind of prove to you if you can take that 250, and let's say you trade for 10 days, 2 weeks, because 5 trading days in a week. Saturday, Sunday, market is closed. Market is open 23 hours. But only 4 times you should trade: 9:30 a.m., 2 p.m., 8 p.m., or 3:30 a.m. So market is open worldwide 23 hours a day. These are the only 4 sessions you should be trading. Why we say that? Because the way we have written our software, it works with something called smart money. So smart money is only in the market in these 4 hours, in 4 sessions. So don't trade. We here say after 11 o'clock, you shouldn't be trading. After 4 o'clock, don't be trading. After so only these 2 sessions, because we're lucky to be in New York time session, these are the only best sessions to trade. And generally, most traders that I know are disciplined. They start at 9:30, they're done by 9:40. How much? $100, $200, $300. They go in, they get the job done, they get out. Trading doesn't mean that you have to sit in front of the computer and trade all day long, man. I'm a trader. No, a trader knows what my target is. I'm gonna go in, set up my plan, go in, get my $300, get out. You're not gonna sit here and say, so we then set up a target for you. So the target on a $250 account is at least $20 a day. So $20 today, $20 tomorrow, $20. So within 10 days, you should have an additional $200, right? So that $250 account becomes a $600 or $700 account in a month. So that's how we kind of, then we graduate you to a bigger position where you can make $100 to $200 a day. Again, your investment doesn't have to be, you don't have to pour money. Like I have people who say, well, I have $2,000, I want to start with that. Even you put in $250 on like month one or $2,000, I don't care. We're still gonna take you to the same route. Like for example, if you want to learn to pass a G2 exam, you say I want to bring my Ferrari. I don't care. We're still gonna teach you basic stuff, right? And basic roads, because what will happen is if you make a mistake, you're not putting a lot in risk, right? So we're gonna risk very little to get you started. So and then once you know how to do it, because you're gonna click wrong, you're gonna get angry, you're gonna get revenge trading, you're gonna get emotional. All of these phases, every single trader goes through. You can ask my 1,200 students that are now trying our software worldwide. Everything. First day, they are very humble. Day 14, their attitude changes. Month 30, day 30 is they're different. Then they lose money. Then they blame the system, right? So only thing I cannot teach you is how to be disciplined, my friend. So that's number one, right? So that's how my program is. Any questions? Anything at all?
So my question is, as you said, this has to be we're training for we get a 14-day trial. Right?
Yes.
So do I have to be there all those 4 times that you gave me?
No, one time. One time is 9:30 a.m. So, yes, I mean the trade only. Yeah, so 9:30 a.m. you should trade. Right? To 11 a.m. That's the best time to trade.
And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the market is closed, or just Saturday, Sunday?
Just Saturday, Sunday, and market opens again at 6 p.m. Sunday. So right now, tomorrow, this Monday is a Labor Day. So Monday is a holiday. Because what happens is, we only here work with New York Times. And whenever New York Stock Exchange, where the world money moves, is we work with them. We don't care about Canadian market, German market, Asian markets. We only care about New York market. New York market, if they're closed, we are closed. If they're open, we're open, right? So
we're going to work with the New York Times.
yeah, so what your roadmap would be in 14 days, let's say you get started today, you're going to start now with the videos. Like, right, understand it, make notes. Then what you do is you start practicing. Let's say today's Thursday, right? So tomorrow is Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you should be done those videos. Come Monday's holiday, so come Tuesday, bring in your laptop or desktop and we can remotely do it. You don't have to come here. You can send us a message. My team member will install the software for you. Once that is done, you're gonna now start practice on Tuesday at 9:30 with a live market. Live market it's no difference that you're paper trading or you're doing like live trading. Money will move the same way, market will move the same way, your orders will get executed the same way, your profit and loss is the same, so treat it like, hey, this is now real money, right? And how you trade it is, that's how you kind of grow with it, right? So then from Tuesday to, again, Friday, and then the following week, a few days, you practice it all together, right? So, and that will tell you your capability. So what happens is, 2 weeks, Tuesdays, Thursday, you're gonna come here and you're gonna say, okay, this didn't work out for me. I didn't get a time. I was so busy. So unfortunately, there's no retrial, right? So if you want to continue on a demo, you're gonna enroll in the program, right? You can still do demo. Like I have guys who do a demo after even 14 days. So, but our fees picks up. So our fee of $300 plus HST starts. So our software needs to be unlocked, right? So So that's regardless.
So just one question, you know, you said you have to pay $10 per day, right?
Yeah, so that works.
So
ten-
think about, I'm thinking about, it's just, think about 5 days, right? So that's $50.
Yes.
If I'm just only there for 2 days.
No,
you
no,
still
but
count those
yeah, yeah.
10
But
days, or-
even though because it month to month, right? So what happens is you will pay us. Let's say after 14 days, you decide that I want to go ahead and I want to now enroll in your program, right? So we will give you access to the portal and everything else for 300 plus HST. That gives you 1 month. So really, you only have 21 days of trading because the market is open out of the month, 21 days, right?
Yeah.
So you only it's really $10 a day in a sense that it's $300 a month. So the whole month you have the software and everything and the videos and all the stuff is 300. So in that first month you're able to do what do you call it? Still demo, meaning still pay per trade, right? Or you can open up a live account with $250, no problem. Opening up a live account does take 2 to 3 to 4 business days, right? So be very careful that, hey, I'm done my 14 days, I want to go into live market. You're not going to be able to, it's not instant, right? We can start a live account applications right away, starting today, no problem, but at least get some experience, right? So the normal user behavior of a new student is 14-day trial, then you buy your 1 month of subscription here, the course fee, but don't go live, right? So within that 1 month, still demo for 15 days with the paper money, and then let's say last 15 days you put in your $250 and start going live, right? And then you say, okay, and then again after 1 month you can say, all right, I invested $250 or I did it on demo, I'm ready, right? So then you pick your path of, hey, when do you want to go ready, right? My goal here is as follows. You're gonna pay, when you go live, expect $500 a month of fees. $339 Canadian you're gonna pay us. There's a platform fee. Platform fee is approximately $99 US. You don't pay us. This is done by NinjaTrader. It's only for Canadians, unfortunately. Americans don't pay, British don't pay, and nobody pays except Canadian. We're so special. Anyway, so you pay $90. Then your broker comes in and he charges you about $10 to $11 per month for something called the data fee. Data fee is market price comes in. Now I know why the price is there, because you're not getting in TradingView live data. If you are a subscriber to get a live data on CME, that's why the price is different. So you have to make sure on TradingView you're not searching the SPX, you're actually searching futures market. So and you have to make sure your live data is there, right? So think of it that, okay, you are live today. You have done 14 days of practice and you have done 1 month of demo as well. And you say, all right, I'm good. I put into, and so you should expect this trading business is going to cost you approximately $500 a month. From that, $339 only comes to me. $11 you pay to your broker. $99 US you pay to your platform. So the way trading works is to simplify everything. Trading there's 6 things involved in it. You're a trader, number 1. You're trading S&P 500. Do you know what S&P 500 is? No? Okay, I'll explain you. Generally, when you trade a company, right? Let's say Apple or Amazon or PayPal or whatever, right? So you pick up their stock and you can trade, right? And if I step back one more time, let's say you do know how the stocks work, right? So shares and everything is somewhat basics, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so instead of you trading one company, you trade an index. What an index is, it's stocks of 500 companies. So for example, S&P stands for Standard and Poor 500. There is an index called NASDAQ. There is an index called Dow Jones. There is an index called Russell. There are so many indexes. So why they created an index is to give investor an ability to diversify. What that means is, for example, you like Apple or Tesla, but I may like Walmart and Pfizer. I was a pharmaceutical investor when COVIDs were coming. Because, COVID guys, like the vaccine people, made billions and trillions of dollars in COVID days, right? So, pharmaceuticals, some people want to invest. Some people, like Warren Buffett, likes to invest in Coke or Walmart, right? So, everybody has a different company that they like to invest, right? But what if nobody can individually invest into 500 companies they like? I like PayPal, I like Amazon, I like Shopify, I like Tesla, I like Coke, Walmart, Pfizer, whatever. But I can't invest my $2,000 or $200,000 or $2 million into those companies. So what I do is I buy an index. So what an index is, what they do is, for example, Apple is trading is 200, Amazon is 100, Walmart is at 50, Coke is 5,000, whatever. They take the number and divide that by 500. So that kind of gives an idea that, hey, now your money is safe in 500 companies, right? So that's why that's called an S&P 500 index. The NASDAQ index is only tech companies. Some people, especially young crowd, only likes to invest into tech. Like, hey, I only care about PayPal or Amazon or Tesla or Nvidia or Intel, whatever. Some people like to invest in industries, like manufacturing. They go with Russell, right? So everybody has a different, some people like Burger King, some like McDonald's, some everything. So this is like a buffet, right? The index is like a buffet where you have a little bit of everything. So what index was created for exact reason is, for example, if you put all your eggs into Apple or Amazon and Apple crashes, all your money will crash, right? So an index doesn't crash like that. Index does crash. What happens is, for example, if you know what happened in banking crisis around March, banks were collapsing in US, right? But if you were just holding bank stocks, you were in trouble. But it was a weighted average of 500 companies where Apple kept it up, but banks kept it down, right? So it kind of balanced it. So for a balanced investment, we always prefer to invest into an index, right? So that's why we start with trading index. So you're a trader, number one. You trade S&P 500. So if somebody asks, what do you do? Hey, if you say, hey, I trade, right? So you can ask anybody, like say, hey, you're a trader, tell me about yourself, what do you trade? So you have to have an answer. So when you become a trader, we're going to tell you, we always wait for, New York market is not open. We always have to wait for mid-bands here, nothing but mid-band. So, on all your 10 fingers, write mid-band on every one of these partitions. So the way it works is, you're a trader, you trade S&P 500. You trade futures market, because there's options, EFT, derivatives, so many, but we're going to get you in the futures market. What platform do you use? You use NinjaTrader, right? So that's a fourth thing you should know. What market do you trade with, or exchange is called Chicago Mercantile Exchange. With this S&P futures, it's being traded somewhere, right? It's like a marketplace, like Kijiji, or like it's a marketplace. So the exchange is called, and which algorithm you use or software is called super areas. That's where we come in. So you're a trader and we are super areas. So in between, we'll get you everything: live account, demo account, paper trading, funded trading. We're going to build on, like within 90 days, we're going to really make you aware of all of these things, how everything works, right? So no problem. So that's what basically you're going to, so what I was coming back to the point is, expect $500 Canadian per month as your business cost. That whether you trade or not, you open your computer one day or you open your computer 21 days, expect paying $500 a month trading. Some people have more cost. They subscribe to market data. This is a basic, by the way. You can subscribe to tradingview.com. You can subscribe to like so many other market analysis tools. Don't need it. To be honest, don't need it. Keep it to minimum. The way we treat here is very, very basic, and that will still get the job done. So having those extra tools, it's okay. So our goal here is that you should not pay for trading from your pocket. So whether you're a student, whether you have a business, whether you're a millionaire, I don't care. That $500 a month should not come out of your pocket, should not come out of your other income sources. You should be good enough trader after 90 days at least to cover that $500 a month from trading. Like, what's the point? Otherwise, you come here, you're like, Rafi, I want to get into trading. Now you have added on a cost of $500 a month. Now I gotta support this business as well as I was coming here to replace my income. Now I gotta pay. Of course, there's a cost to run this business. It's a business, right? But I want you to understand it. You should get the money for the fees from this business. You should not pay a single money out of your pocket from all of this, right? So expect about $500 a month as a fee to do this, right? So, and most people that I know have signed up here, they have no problem just working 2-3 days and they can make up the whole month, right? $200 here, $150 there, $300 there, done. So rest is all gravy and all profit, right? So even the first $250, your investment, all of this should recover very soon because here's the problem though. 100 people join, 98% lose in this. This is a pure gambling business if you don't know what you're doing, right? So I make a very bold claim is if you don't know, this is a risky business. Meaning, it's like if you don't know how to swim, and so we gonna give you with the life jacket, right? So we're not gonna say, hey, go out there and swim in the ocean, but not train you. But we're gonna train you, but you have to make sure you put that life jacket every time you're in this market, right? So you don't drown, right? So we'll teach you every single thing. I cannot teach you discipline. I cannot teach you greed, how to control it. Because that is the first thing that's gonna come and hit you, which is called the greed. And greed happens, you sit here, you're perfect, you're confident, and you make your first trade and you made instantly $300. You're so many neurons in your brains are gonna send so much dopamine in your head, you're gonna get overwhelmed that, hey man, what the hell did I do to make this $300? Trust me, it happens. I can look through your eyes and this will go through it. And what you're gonna do at that time, a sensible person and good trader, that 2% shuts off or goes into demo. Says, hey, I've done my target. I was told to make $100 and I trailed my profit. I'll explain you what that means. And I made my 300. I should not go back in, right? But no, what happens is we sit here again. We're like, all right, let's because he said 90 minutes, I'm done in 10. What do? Don't trade. I beg you not to trade after you turn your target of 100, 200, 300, whatever your target is. Just don't trade, right? Market is here, I'm here, your account is here, GFF is here, everything is here tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, reset it. Every single day on your book of life, it should be a target. I'm gonna match my target, shut it down, match my target, shut it down, right? So, and I have people who have never traded before in their life are more disciplined than people who know how to invest because, they have bad habits, right? So if you can take this business 100%, you'll be able to, so what is your goal, right? How much money you think is you're going to set a target for yourself?
It all depends. It all depends how good I am.
No, but I mean like starting.
Starting is probably, like you said, 250. The max would be like probably 400, let's say.
A day. Okay, reasonable. Like reason.
I think we're talking about like, bi-weekly or something.
No, it's a daily. It's a daily target.
Daily target would be probably like $50 to $100.
Okay, what if I told you after 30 days that target will come within 10 minutes? Trust me, it will. As long as now you stick to your word that, hey, my target is $100, you will get off the rails. Trust me, what happens is you go in, you make a good trade, you make your first $100. Sometimes it feels criminal to make in trading that much money that fast because in our other lives that we have been working, we get paid by an hour. Generally, every single thing in our life is done by an hour. You get paid by an hour, then you get paid by a day, then you get paid by a month, by a year. Everything is done by an hour basis. Not here. We get paid to wait. When the price comes to me, I know my computer is going to say and scream at this price. I'm going to take a trade. I'm going to come out perfect, make my profit and get up, right? So our job here is not trading. Our job is waiting for the right price to come to us. And there are ways where you just sit. A lot of times I sat there, like NASDAQ went up crazy. I shorted it from my one position. And whole day I didn't do trade. End of the day I saw one trade and I'm like, I'm getting in, right? So you just have to wait. So don't expect that if you made $100 or $500 today, that tomorrow is going to be the same. Because market moves different, news comes different. And one thing is, we are day traders. We are not ever holding a trade after 4 p.m. 4 p.m., everything shuts down. Even though market is open 23 hours, the reason is you need a lot more money in futures market to hold the trade overnight. So be ready that, hey, okay, trade. Let's say you were at 4 p.m., you are in a loss of $100. For example, close your trade. Reopen your trade at 6 p.m. because that holding for 1 hour overnight requires you to have a lot of money in your account, requires you to have $15,000 in your account, which is unnecessary. Like, there is no reason. You can close a trade at 4 o'clock, open back up at 6 o'clock. Hey, save your money. You don't need, because then the market is open good for another 23 hours, right? So that's what we do, day trading, right? So, and like I say, it is 100% gambling if you don't know what you're doing. The major difference between gambling and trading is as follows. Gambling, if you play roulette or anything, it's all random. You cannot predict the outcome, right? You play roulette, it just spins, you don't know where it's gonna land. You can spin 1,000 times, flip a coin 1,000 times, probability stays the same, heads or tails. Like, it's not gonna go into your favor one way or another. Yeah, you get lucky. People do get lucky. That's why they play lottery. Because if nobody won the lottery, nobody would play lottery, right? So, but trading is 100% math, and math works with computer, and then you can predict your next move. You can predict if this action happens, this happens, because it's computer instructions, right? So, and I consider trading more like a video game rather than like casino or gambling. And in this video game, you know when exactly to go in, you make your trade and you come out profitable, right? So I hope everybody today made some money in our some audience that are sitting there. So I'll take any questions while. So good. Pivot point trading. Pivot point trading is, if you look at your 240-minute chart, same bands, there's something written PP. Every morning, if the price opens above pivot point, chances are in the ladder that you get from superareas.com, price is going to go up. If it opens below pivot point, it'll go and test the night session. And that's it. That's all there is to it, right? So, any other questions? Like, you can ask me. Okay, don't think any question is too small or any question is too big, right? In that case, right? So, absolutely, you know.
So, what other softwares will I be using this?
Nothing. You don't need anything. You don't need anything.
So, what would I require to start this up?
Nothing. You just need to send me a WhatsApp message. So send me a WhatsApp. I will activate your account, send you 2 videos to watch. So install, just watch those 2 videos. And I've made them so simple, like with pictures, diagrams, right? Man, you're a young kid. I'm like 43 years old. I don't know if you guys had back in the school projectors where the person like printed out the teacher and projector screens, right? So you guys don't used to it, right? So in my days, they used to put the projector and then draw on that, right? So I have made it that simple. So just follow slide by slide. Hey, click here, do this, right? So, and you're a young kid, I can teach this to like the young kids to me is, they just pick on faster, right? And no offense to anybody hold here, but whatever, if somebody's going to take 90 days, other person could do it in 14, right? So it's not rocket science, right? And one thing is, the young audience have one problem. They try to think they're smarter than the computer, right? And they're like, hey, do not make decisions in trading that are emotional, that are, you will never win against my computer, right? The computer doing 16 gig of RAM faster. Humans are good at certain things, but computer can predict something with an AI faster than we can blink, right? So in order to, like, if you say price is going down and computer is saying price is going up, price is going up, right? So don't think on your gut feeling that where the price is going to go.
Yeah. Or will you provide the laptop or get
No, you have to get your own, right? So, if you want to come here, sit with us whole day, we charge an additional $200 a month, right? So let's say if you have no hardware and you are in Toronto and come here, we will then lease you our system, and you just can't take it home. You have to come here to do it, right? So, right. So, but most people generally have a Windows computer or hardware or laptop, and they can start on it, right? So the process would begin is, you would send me a WhatsApp message right now on my number that you called. I will send you 2 videos to watch. Once you're done watching them, we're going to open up an account on our platform, free of cost. You're not paying anything. Once that's done, you're saying, okay, I am done my videos and I'm done my PDF. Okay, it doesn't have to all make sense. A lot of time I'll just go over you because there's some technical details that get pretty fast, right? You don't have to worry about it. And then simply, once you're done those videos in PDF, you can send a message to same WhatsApp, is shared among like the whole team, and you say, okay, I have done my videos and I have done my PDF. Can you install the software on my system? No problem. We're going to download with the remote login. We'll set you up and you're all done. Then you start the market and start practicing. That's it, on a demo account. Your prediction for tomorrow, if you look at the 240 chart, it's out of the band right now. So it could not break the 240 band, which was on S&P 500, 4540. And so I think, man, I'm stuck in 2 scenarios. September, your S&P 500 ES contract of September is about to come for renewal. So they may hold the price up because a lot of people are stuck in a short position. And if you can't roll over, then you're going to have a problem, right? So one of 2 things could happen. They're not going to bring it down to like 4,300, but they're going to hold it up around 4,490, hopefully. And then, so 240 midband acted as a big resistance today. So, but it's outside of the 240 band, so we have a chance when the contract renewal, 100-point push, no problem. So if you can hold it overnight, that's 100 times $55,000 on one contract, one way down, because so 240 is our Bible when it comes to looking at the market positions. 240 chart. So, all good question.
Just work with it now.
That's it. It's it.
Right now I might not have questions, but when I start doing it, I might have.
Yeah. If you have questions, just like most of the questions I've tried to answer for you, like within my program. But if you have any, no problem. Because what you should do is follow me on TikTok. Because between all the platforms, we use TikTok the most. The reason is it's just the most trending platform right now. It is, right? So we do have social media on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, so TikTok. But really, I post, and most of my videos are small, and you can pick it up. Okay, what a new beginner stuff is. Like there are really for beginners 2 or 3 types of trades. Altogether, in futures market, there's maximum 10 types of trades. Maximum. Trend, swing, position, strength, all of those, right? So, but at the beginner, to make $100 to $200 a day, you just need like 2 or 3 good trades a day, man. Like, so in the morning class that I teach, 14 points, 20 points. 20 times 50 is $1,000. So sometimes I look at students, they're like, oh, yeah, dinne acha raha 800 bana, right? So it's okay, no problem, right? So everybody has their own target, and that's how it works. So of course, all of this I cannot, explain enough until you jump in, and that's where we brought in the beautiful 14-day trial for you to come in, witness it, and then end of the 14 days, again, one of two things would happen. You say, all right, I tried it, I don't think it's for me. It's okay, fair enough. Not everything is meant for everybody, right? It doesn't mean we're all human, 7-8 billion. So not everything is meant for everybody. Number two, you say you like it, and then you pick your pace. You want to go a little bit faster, or you want to go slower. No problem. That's fine. So you can send me a message now on WhatsApp. I'll set up your trial at the moment, right? So the number is 647-228-0694. I'm going to post it in the group, and 228-0694. So right here, I will send you. Okay, so all right, so what you probably got from me was 2 YouTube videos. They'll explain you how to sign up on superareas.com, and they'll explain you how to do your Ninja Trader download. So you can do both, and then the day we say your account is active, your 14-day trial begins, and that's it. So of course, if you decide not to do, but one thing is, there is no other business in the world that I know of that requires that much little investment with that much high return. So as long as you become the top 2% of trading individuals, you'll do fine, right? So again, what doesn't work in this thing is prayer. I tell you this. No, because this is math, right? So the way, for example, the way I say it is, don't do something stupid and pray for it to pass, right? This is nature. And then from all spiritual things and everything, logic wins, nature wins, right? So things, if you, for example, don't eat, right, you're gonna die. Simple, right? So don't pray that, hey, should I not die or not, right? So if you cross the road, and if you're not wearing a seat belt, or if I ride Harley and I don't wear a helmet and I fall, the chances of me getting hurt, so prayers are not gonna save you. So the approach has to be, do everything you have done with your analysis right, and then pray for it to go in your direction. So that's where prayers and all of those. So sometimes it's so funny here. 2 traders sitting side by side. One is saying, hey, I hope price comes down. Other one is saying, I hope the price comes. Price will only go in the direction where the person has done a better job at picking up a better trade, right? So prayers work for those who put their efforts in the right direction. It does not work that you have done a stupid mistake and then Allah Ta'ala याद कर रहे हैं कि यार तो अल्लाह को याद करो बाद में कि भाई मैंने सारी अपनी चीज़ें कर ली हैं, अब इसमें बरकत डाल दे या इसमें benefit कर दे. So coming from I have a very clear vision on, hey, prayers work if you are in the right path, if otherwise they won't. So prayer is not going to save your bad trade, man. Maybe an odd time and you will say, hey, I prayed and it worked. It's not going to happen every time, right? So yeah, of course, you're absolutely.
So what's the difference between you doing the training in the morning and right now?
Okay, the difference is people who have paid $7, $15, $25,000, they just want a little one-on-one session. There's no difference in course material. There's no difference in what I teach. There's no difference in what you're gonna learn here or there. The difference is cost. This is more like if you've seen, if you go to York University, you're gonna pay their full-time prices because they have the building, they have the staff, they have the profs, assistant profs, books, material, and everything, right? So you have a place to sit, listen to the lecture. So that's why York University costs you $50,000 a year or whatever. Here, I'm just giving you everything virtual. So you are studying yourself at what? Fraction of the cost. So a lot of people ask me, why do we do what we do? If we have such a great software, why not just keep trading? Of course we do. So in the morning, I trade myself. I sit there. If I find a good trade, I trade. So this has helped me become a better trader. Number two, when you become my student at a bigger price, $7, $15, or $25,000, of course I make money. So that's my business. My business is to teach you how to trade. So I'm not denying the fact that I make money. But people who have that kind of capital, they want to get a little bit more one-on-one learning. Again, there's no difference. Material is the same, lecture is the same, everything is they just like the presence of coming somewhere, so they pay more. So with the subscription model, now when you subscribe, I can now access worldwide. Anywhere in the world, you have a computer, you have internet connection. With the help of this social media streaming, I can reach it. One video we posted of one student instantly brought 1,400 inquiries in one day. We're still in the process of just answering questions. A lot of times in July 1st, some people from Vancouver didn't, because it just got buried in there, right? So now our team is sorting through, making the list, answering. So now our reach is bigger. So our target is to make 1 million users worldwide, which is a fraction of people, the number of people who trade worldwide. And you know how big this market is? Every day, $23 trillion moves, just pockets. And what the trading business is nothing but moving money from pocket to pocket. Like as a trader, when I made $250 today, somebody lost $250. When you make it, somebody's losing. So 98% are losing, 2% are winning. So that's how, and some are averaging good in 1 month, some are bad, right? So if there is no value created in this business, meaning that me and you or thousands of others or million of others are not making an impact. All we're doing is making the price go up or down. Some are predicting price goes up, some are predicting price goes down, right? So the whole day, our job is to just predict in the right direction, right? Hey, I believe system is telling me, and what we have done here is making the analysis part easier for you. So you just sit and you're like, all right, price is coming to that point. I'm going to enter, make my $200, get out, right? So that's why, and so the benefit I traded with my software, when you become my student, I make money. When you subscribe, I make money, no problem. Of course, where we want to head to is 1 million users worldwide. Here, UK, man, if I can only cover Brampton, that's like 10, 20, 30, 40,000 subscribers. You have Brampton, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. That's just Canada. Then you go east. Then you go US, right? You know how big that market is? You go to UK, you go to UAE, right? So 1 million users worldwide is not something we are imagining. This is very much practical. We have the force, we have the software, we have the team, we're going to do it. The benefit of that, is right now in my group of Soup Telegram is about 1,200 subscribers sitting there. Some are trials, some are testing, some are just sitting there deciding. When we have, let's say if we post, you know what happened with GameStop? A few years ago, GameStop was a stock. So, so what happened was all the big boys were saying the GameStop stock is going to drop, but the internet said no, right? So we came up with an idea that if you have 1 million user and all you ask them to do, hey, S&P is at this price, let's all pick it up. So what happens? Price goes up, right? So it's called a volume and crowd, right? So when crowd moves, we move. So with the power of internet, with the power of subscription, with the power of AI, you can able to, everybody can benefit, right? So that's number 4, which is very important. And of course, then we looked at our software, and as a team, we have decided that, hey, to launch it on a subscription model, it is giving access to a lot of people who otherwise don't have the means to invest $7,000, $15,000, $25,000 and get into trading, right? So before, if you wanted to, like I said, wanted to be a trader, you needed some capital to become part of our team, right? Just to learn. And with this $10 a day plan, I have a lot of guys who would like to make only 50, 60. You're a student, right? So your target, you said, is I want to make $50 a day, right? That's all, for example. And this is so what we decided is, with very little investment, and you are able to make that extra part-time income. You can start $50 a day, and very soon you can take it to $500 a day. It's not a joke at all, right? Some people, you'll say, we can show our portfolios. You can come here. You can talk to our students. What they're doing, $100 a day, $200, $300, $400, $500, no problem. And I'll tell you a live example. I used to trade right here. I had a student sit here, 9:30 market open. He predicted right. He got it in $485 in matter of 3 or 4 minutes. He made it. I came outside. I put my hands on his shoulder and I said, buddy, stop it. Your target was 100. You made $485. And guess what? He didn't listen. He ended up losing $600 in the next trade, where he's like, I made $485. I'm going to go in and make more, right? So this will happen, but just don't be greedy, right? So because when you will start seeing profit and loss as a number, all of this will become calm, right? So it'll become very smooth and easy, right? So
what would be the 4 numbers at 9:30, 11:30?
9:30 a.m. Eastern. Then you have the next good session around 2 p.m., 2:15 p.m. Eastern. Then you have 8 p.m. Eastern. And then it's not as big, but 3:30 a.m. morning volume is, some people get up, fajr ke liye uthte hain, trade bhi dal lete hain, right? And I've done those trades too. Sometimes there's a strength trade. And here's the best part. Once you know how to do S&P, the demo trade, you can trade gold, oil, commodities, index, forex, crypto, whatever, man. You will not have enough time to just go. It's like watching these days, like channels. You have more time, and like you need to waste more energy picking the content rather than eating like something, right? So when you open up Netflix, right, it's thousands of titles, you're like, man, what genre I want to watch today, right? So same problem. Once you're in this thing, you're like, okay, let's switch over to gold. What's gold doing? Because then you will start to develop this knowledge, right? And each day, like after 12 years of active trading and 23 years of writing software, trust me, every single day I learned something new, right? So I had one student today teach me, hey, this is a new strategy. He's trying. If it's working for you, go for it, right? So he's like, this is how I trade NASDAQ. And I practice it. So learning never stops, right? And we here, if you teach us something, we're going to spread to thousands of people and say, hey, this works, give it a try, right? So it's a very organized, very disciplined business, and it's sky is the limit, and basically the idea is you should be able to make a full-time income out of this. And I know traders, like any job in the world. I'm not saying quit your school, right? School has a different value, right? So if you start making good money here, don't change your career path. Meaning, okay, you still finish what you have started. Finish your degree, finish your diploma. Don't quit school and do this, man. I would feel bad, right? So finish your program and do this on the sideline. Like I have a 16-year-old boy. He wants to get into this, but I say, hey, you cannot do that until you finish your school, become 18, and then do this part-time, because school has absolute its own value, right? So as a new student, start this as a part-time things to pay for your extra luxuries, right? Hey, $50 a day, $100 a day, here and there, go in, hit and run, make your money, come out, right? So, but don't get into gambling habit, because this can kill. Like, that's the problem. Again, I cannot teach you how to be disciplined, but I'm sure you're already disciplined. You go to school on time, you submit your assignments on time, you do like some faiths require you to pray 5 times a day, right? So discipline is all there. It's just how you implement that discipline into trading, right? So of course we wake up on time. If you have a part-time job, you get there on time. If you're working in a restaurant, you serve the customer on time. So discipline aspect is there, but just bring that discipline into trading, right? Trading is the most beautiful. It is, once you start looking at these charts, it's like music, it's like orchestra. Everything makes sense. It's like music notes, right? So to me, we have a saying in trading is, if you start dreaming these charts and indicators and analysis, you are a trader, right? So that's how we look at it, right? So any questions online, guys? Offline, doesn't matter. Let me see if I have missed any questions. It's been 1 hour and 2 minutes. I'm here for 12 more minutes, and hopefully we'll wrap it a day. Yeah, we got a comment here. If anybody wants to subscribe to us on YouTube, and if one wants to, like subscribe on Facebook and TikTok, and like on TikTok, to be honest, we started this casually around March, right? Just posting videos, basic videos, and we grew to 10,000 almost followers in a matter of couple of months, because I do not say a word that I can't stand by tomorrow, right? I'm not gonna put my face out there and put my words out there that I cannot see you tomorrow, and so I have to be honest and upfront and be transparent. So it is what it is. So I don't like to sugarcoat my stuff and say, hey, if see something wrong, I'll tell you this is wrong. We have done a bad trade. And again, one student sits there, he comes up to me, he's like, I lost $187. I don't know what happened. I told him exactly, I know what happened. You didn't put your stop loss, meaning you didn't wear a life jacket when you went swimming, because your biggest loss should have been $150. That I'll explain you after you enroll what your biggest loss is in a trade. In a trade, your biggest loss is your $15 on a $250 account, and a $1,000 account, $150. If you have done more than that loss, it means you went into that trade without the instruction. You broke number 1 rule, is you don't know where your loss is. So if you break that rule, even I will congratulate you. I'm like, you deserve to lose, because you didn't pay attention, right? Your number 1 rule in this business is to understand how you're going to exit a bad trade, right? So we all trade. No trader in the world is 100% accurate to do a good trade. Anything happen to market anytime, any reaction. Trump has an issue, Biden has an issue. There was one fake AI picture where somebody posted on the social media that there was an attack on a building. Man, market crashed 30 points in a heartbeat, right? That can happen, right? So people can lose money. But every time you go in a trade, you must know how much loss you're gonna take. Every trade, I don't care how big investment you have a $1 million investment. When you go in, you should know, hey, I'm gonna take that much loss. That's my exit strategy. And bigger trades, smaller trades, I don't care. The smallest trade loss you should take is $15, and a big trade, $150. No more than that. It doesn't make sense to do it, right? So So that's called the stop loss. What stop loss does is, if you're in a trade, let's say you are predicting, and whole day, by the way, when you will sit in front of the computer, all you're doing is just looking at two colors and just predicting price is gonna go up or price is gonna go down. That is all you're doing. I don't care whatever people tell you. Whole market of stock trading, option trading, EFT, some are predicting on a microsecond level and some are predicting over 10-year period level. It's everybody's just predicting, nobody's controlling, right? So as a trader, when we predict, we just want to be the top 2% and predict correctly. And correctly prediction means knowing the future, knowing and not guessing. There is no guessing in this business. You knowing, you go pick a trade. If there's a loss, you know how much loss I'm going to take from this trade. For example, today, like I'll start from last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, today, Monday, this whole, at least 7 days, if everybody took 10 trades a day, at least 9 were good trades. So if within those 2 time periods, 9:15 to, thank you, G, thank you. So if you took 10 trades, 9 of them were perfect, meaning you took $1,000 a day, you at least took home $900. Last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday. So this would have been your $2,000 to $3,000 a week at a basic level. Trend today, I'm going to explain to those people why trends change so quickly. You have to understand the market news came and the sentiment was up and down with the news. So today was a highly volatile market, and number one rule of market is news. So those look at those news at 8 o'clock, look at those 9 o'clock, look at those 10. So when the trend changes that fast and mid-band does not work, you have to get in and do the strength trading, guys, right? So you have to do area to area. You have to, you're unable to do anything else. So you have to make sure that mid-band has to establish a trend fast. If you look and your trend is changing green, magenta on 15:10, stay away. That's your first clue. The trend is changing too fast. So let it establish, let it go into a trend, make a reversal, enter from mid-band, 2 points out, 3 point stop loss. And after exactly that happened, I can go back days and months and I can show you day by day how many trades you would have taken and they were successful. I can repeat you until last Wednesday, that's what my chart is allowing you to do, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 bars, and you will have a mid-band perfect and precise. Go in, 2 point hit, 3 point stop loss in that direction, no problem. You made your $100. Go in, start trailing. Today I gave an example. Just today, in a 10-minute window, if you had trailed your stop loss into trailing profit, you would have made almost $800. No problem, guys. Like, learn to trail. So step 1 is 2 point profit, 3 point stop loss, and close your trade. As you get to level 2, level 3, you'll understand how to move that stop loss. But don't rush to get into it, right? So get a grip of the system so you're able to understand it. With Ninja 8 chart trading, man, it's a piece of cake. It's dragging. It's no more clicking the DOM and then getting lost in there. Right click, 8.1, go in, get your thing done. And I have guys here who trade on funded accounts. Man, you can pass your exam with blink of an eye as long as you follow the system. With the power of AI, and you should be able to do it. और सर कोई क्वेश्चन छोटा बड़ा?
So the laptop you're talking about, does that have to be Windows 11 or not?
Yeah, Windows 10, Windows 11, as long as you have 16 GB of RAM, yeah. SSD hard drive or NVMe. The reason is the processing has to be pretty fast, otherwise it will slow down, right? So yeah, and this whole game is to be ahead of the curve, right? That's all the.
And what else is required in the laptop?
Nothing. Just a basic mouse, basic $10 mouse, man. Even a $5 mouse. You don't need. That's it.
And I saw the video. It was just those 8 or 10 minutes video. That's it.
That's it. No, no,
And
no.
then,
Like in the portal, we teach you concepts from the beginning. How news works. What time to look at news. Then there's some technical details in the software. There's some financial investment details. So there's market analysis, fundamentals. Yes, of course, you can use this software anywhere in the world. Like you don't have to come here. That's why we made this program. Just send me a WhatsApp message and I can help you set up anywhere in the world. Let me copy this number here. So, yeah, sorry, you were saying was?
it was just the laptop and the mouse.
Yeah, basic.
And in those 2 videos, it will tell me everything that I need to
In those two videos, we'll tell you how to get started on a trial.
try. Right?
So once you're done with the trial, then you're able to
And
go.
the trial is free as well, right?
Trial is free, man.
Okay.
We don't charge you anything for the trial at all.
And
Period.
when do I, what time, how much time do I have until my
14 days.
14 days?
Yeah, yeah. So
like
for
starting from right now, think about, I need a laptop, but
no, they do this after you have your things ready.
Yeah.
I had one guy who was so skeptical of this business because unfortunately, you know, a lot of time the car dealerships, car mechanics have a bad reputation. They will swap your part. Trading, coaching how to trade, teaching how to trade, unfortunately, has a very bad connotation associated. People think everybody's out there to get you. And, you know, just send us the money and they're after your wallet, right? So that's where we come in and we want to make that difference and kind of clean up the mess, right? If anybody's online, like if you search our name at Enterprise Wealth, there's 15 accounts that show up, and none of them have an address, nothing. I had one guy called and he's like, "I just called you to make sure you're legit, man." We have 2 offices. One is going to open now in Brampton. More is coming on the way. Franchise model. You're able to now get into franchising too, no problem. So the idea is that we are legit. We are here. We have a presence. You can come, talk to us, sit down, no problem. We have a rep in Calgary. We have a rep in UK. Soon Dubai office is going to open. So moving parts are there. So for that, we are trying to make this environment a little bit more clean. And you know, what better way to clean up the mess is offer something so little so the competition can't even come close, right? So at $300 a month, it's a steal, right? For you to use our software, use our course, get benefit, and you know, you don't need to. We're in the. It's not ready yet. We're opening in Westwood Mall. I think Malton. It's just a kiosk right now, and so we have an office at Dixie Matheson. You probably heard there, Win Lifetime. We do radio ads every week. But those are for people who have more investment one-on-one in terms of they invest $7,000, $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 on one-on-one. Here, other offices are franchise based in terms of subscription. So all of it is remote learning. Only one location does, but it has the fees are very high, right? So, but again, there are no differences in terms of knowledge, in terms of material, in terms of what we give you. Just either you do it yourself versus you have somebody do it for you. And again, we're not even that location. I don't hold your finger and I don't tell you to, you know, I don't tell you to go ahead and you know, put a trade at that. No, because legally, no. Number one, disclaimer: we're not financial advisors. We're not brokers. We're not consultants of any like. We are just a software company. My software that we has is sold as is, in a meaning that it predicts which way the market go. Market could do anything, anytime, right? It's you still have to make the decision to take the trade, to take the entry, because legally I have to announce that, because I cannot tell you, Bhaijan, यहाँ से trade डालें या यहाँ से करें. I can say it's my analysis that if I were you, I would go from here. So like legally, you know, because there's a very fine line between telling somebody what to do and versus, hey, software is there, it can help you assist, but you still have to make a trade, right? That's why we don't get into automated trading. The software is so powerful that it can analyze everything and do everything for you. If you look at some strategies and go on YouTube and study on how Ninja works, you could set up everything for it, meaning that you know the price, you know the stop loss, you know how much trail it's going to do. Everything can become automated. I can do it for you. Those options you gotta do it yourself. So that is called chasing the profit, trailing your profit automatic. So I have guys who know all of that, and it's all available on YouTube, that material on how to set up your platform, right? So yes, we are going to open Dixie and Matheson, but requires you to come as a full-time student with a lifetime license subscription. You are not, you don't get a spot there. So that's why we have the Woodbridge office here, a location. We will have other offices there, but Dixie Matheson is only for license life, because I have a student who, again, wants to come in and pay me 7, 8, 10 grand, whatever, they can come there. But no difference in terms of material, software price, and so why pay something higher when you can do it yourself? But if I still have guys who want to, hey, if you pay me, I'll teach you in front of me, right? But still, you gotta trade yourself, right? So I'm not gonna manage your account. I don't do hedging. We're not a hedge firm. We're not any of that, right? So legally protecting myself. So, guys, another 7 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. It's been a good, wonderful session. It'll automatically get uploaded on YouTube. You guys can rewind it, and you guys can look at it at your own convenience. So it'll go on YouTube, as well as your, I think, Instagram holds it. TikTok may hold it. I don't know, but YouTube has everything. So. जी सर, कोई क्वेश्चन ਤੁਹਾਡਾ? अच्छा, आ जाओ, दान च आ जाओ, क्वेश्चन पूछो live. Oh, I had one question today, that if this material is available is English, Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, possible नहीं है, क्योंकि इसमें कुछ बेसिक चीज़ें हैं जो इंग्लिश की हैं, यानी कि मैं इसको रोमन में भी ट्रांसलेट करके दे नहीं सकता, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों की ख्वाहिश है जिनकी इंग्लिश थोड़ी वीक है कि मैं इसको उर्दू में लाऊं, लेकिन कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो आपको खुद सीखनी है, जैसे इन टर्म्स ऑफ के रेजिस्टेंस क्या, मैं इन्फ्लेशन की उर्दू क्या करूं यार, या मैं CPI डेटा की उर्दू की करूं? हाँ सब तुसी तो कर दोगे, राइट? इन्फ्लेशन की उर्दू की होगी? महंगाई है, अफरात ज़र। अच्छा, हुण पंजाबी च दसो, हिंदी च दसो। इंटरेस्ट रेट, सूद दा रेट? नहीं नहीं, इंटरेस्ट रेट सूद है, पंजाबी सूद की कहते हैं? नहीं, हिंदी च ब्याज, नहीं नहीं, ब्याज कहते हैं या ब्याज। What else? So like resistance to make going. Not to make, I don't want to sound condescending and making fun of anybody, just, I'm just trying to think of ways to help those who doesn't have a good. वो देखो इंग्लिश इज कहता है कि मार्केट इज बनानास टुडे, राइट? बनाना का मतलब है उत्ते हैं, ਹੁਣ मैं उर्दू चाहे तो नहीं कह रहा मार्केट केला खा रही है ਹੁਣ केला खाण का मतलब तो मार्केट थले जा रही है, राइट? तो ਹੁਣ मैं उत्थे अनाउंसमेंट इस कहा जो मार्केट इज बनाना, तो तुसी कहो जो इन्हें क्या है जी, राफी भाई ने क्या मार्केट केला खा रही है तो थले, फिर क्या कि मार्केट अम्ब लैन गई। So anyway guys, sorry to kind of add a little bit of a humor to this stressful industry. It is stressful only if you make it to be. It's not stressful if you don't want it to be. So जी सर, ये 2 वीडियोस देख लें, देख महंगाई भी ठीक है, महंगाई गुड वर्ड है। एवरी डे मैं कोशिश करता आज घर जाके खाना खाऊंगा। अशर भाई आ रहे थे, पूछें यार, बुखार है? अभी तो मुझे कह रहे थे कि मैं आ रहा हूँ।
जी बॉस।
जी सर, आ नहीं रहे? मैं जो को भेज देते हैं यार, आप फिक्र नहीं। आ जाएं, गर्दन ठीक करते हैं आपके। हम वेट कर रहे हैं। अच्छा, अब मैं हूँ, फुरकान भाई हैं, वो काम में। अच्छा अच्छा, काम में ही है। ठीक है, आ जाएं। नहीं, वो क्या कहते हैं, गर्दन दर्द है, पर राफी भाई ने बुलाया ना। तो 1 minute 21। All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up. And Furqan Bhai also there. Yes, he is here. And Azhar Bhai, yes. Take care, guys. Enjoy. See you. I'm going to end, it's going to end in portions. So let's turn this here.